Hey everyone, welcome. Jose Montero here. Today's video is going to be on goal setting. Actually, today is going to be a video series. So look for 2 or more parts to this video. Grab a pen and some paper and join me on goal setting. Alright everyone, here's goal setting. I put this on the computer on a PowerPoint presentation. Just easier for you to take notes and not read my chicken scratch. Okay? So you can pause it at any time so that you can write down what you need to write down. Let's go on. Also, before I go on, forgive me if the camera shakes too much. I'm holding it and trying to stay still at the same time. Let's open it up with a quote from Jim Rohn. Goals are something you attract, not something you pursue. Okay, let's open up the question with 5 things you have already accomplished that you're proud of. Now take some credit for the things we already done before we work on a future. This is a good question to open up with. It gets your brain to think positively. And it's also a good question, for kids, because they like the sense of accomplishment and they like recognition. It's just human nature. Let's move on. What do you want in the next 10 years? List one under the other, and not what you think you can get in the next 10 years, but what do you want to happen. My example is I want to pay off all my debt. I want to save $30,000 into my savings account, and I want to take my family aboard the Disney cruise. This is all examples, but they're my goals as well. The next 10 years following, these are my goals for 10 years. What do you want to have in the next 10 years? What type of lifestyle? Are you satisfied where you at now? Do you want, are you rocking athletic wear and you want suits? Do you want the fancy car? Are you okay driving what you're driving? What type of lifestyle do you see yourself having in the next 10 years? Personal development. What type of personal development do you want to have in the next 10 years? You could be a photographer, and maybe you struggle with faraway scenery, capturing far distance shots. But you're phenomenal up close. Well, are you willing to take the classes and invest the money that it takes, or invest the time to read books on doing these particular shots? What type of personal development are you looking for? Quality time. What type of quality time are you looking for? Let's keep in mind that all these goals are specific. You got to be specific when you get to goals. Goals are measured. They're measurable steps. So, quality time. What type of time are you looking for? Are you looking for your weekends to be just family? Are you looking for an hour a day to spend with God? What type of quality time do you see yourself having in the next 10 years? Possessions. What type of possessions do you see yourself owning? Whether it's gold, silver, collectible cards, cars. What type of possessions do you see yourself owning in the next 10 years? Hey, it may be that the title to the car, or the deed to the house. Okay, let's move on. Pay off debt. In the next 10 years, would you like to pay your bills, whether it's medical or credit card or bank loans? How do you see your debt, what to pay off in the next 10 years? Savings. What do you want in savings in the next 10 years? So, let's move on. Now write down next to each goal 1 for 1 year, 3 for 3 years, 5 for 5 years, 10 for 10 years. And if it's more than 10 years, do 10 plus. So my last example over here, all these are 10-year goals. So I will write 10 years right here on the sides and make them known that they're 10-year goals to me. Okay, let's move on. Celebrate after completing goals. So after completing your goals, you want to celebrate. Have family goals as well. Get the family involved. If you have sense of accomplishment, together, it's much better to keep your goals. Also, you're developing quality time in your family as well, and you're teaching by example to your children. Now, list your top 4 one-year goals and separate them from the majors and minors. Now, ask yourself 2 great questions. What has got me turned on? And what has got me turned off? Turned on would be things that get you up early in the morning and staying later at the end of time, What puts a pep in your step? Turn off, obviously, what drains your energy? What takes from you emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be. Now let's stop right here, and we'll continue on in the next part.